Good evening. Welcome back. We
Count
missed
Dracula over there.
we missed a week. It's just one of those weeks. It happens every once in a while.
Does indeed.
That's the first time I think it ever happened.
Yeah. Every once in a while.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Took 93 weeks to make it happen.
Yeah. But hey, it happens. But we're back, and so we got. Did you pull stuff from the shows from the prior week too?
I did. I had it all loaded up, ready to go.
Yeah. Why don't we just pop some shit up and show with
on the Absolute Vodka Presents.
Yes, the Live with Landis podcast over here every Tuesday from 7 to 9.
Got to get back in it. Except last Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Let's see.
Well, we had AC/DC. We had the.
They were Saturday, right?
They were that last Saturday show.
Yes.
And then last Friday we had Urgent.
Yes.
Which they were good. The thing with the kids was great. I thought.
Absolutely.
And AC/DC was just fucking great, like always.
Hell yeah.
I mean, the Back in Black guys are ridiculous, man. They're so good. I
think I got an extra one from them. Just Dan. You gotta give Dangus his moment,
Dangus.
I don't want to make everybody else feel bad. So
I love Dangus.
It's an extra one. But
such a nice guy.
Let's get started off with a little Cold as Ice.
Cold as ice. And don't you show what you can download.
Hell yeah.
We were trying to download the one, I guess, with the kids, and something was wrong with it, so we couldn't see that one, which sucks because that was a good one.
Yes, but we got a little Dirty White Boy,
and that's Urgent, the Foreigner experience.
Yes, there. Hell yeah. Let's go up with another one. This is Dirty White Boy.
Dirty White Boy. Yeah, it's nice to see, people actually doing harmonies, though, not just, winging it.
Hell yeah. And we got one more from them, and that is Head Games.
It was a big head on the screen. It was very large head.
Only time you got something like that.
Yes, big head.
But and then we went into our boys in Back in Black.
Dude, I love these guys, man. I really do, man. Miguel and Tony and Dangus, they're just all great guys, man.
Hell yes,
they're really good guys.
But let's get started off with a little Dirty Deeds. I think let's do a little Dirty Deeds.
Cheaper.
Call me anytime. 236 436.
Now, was that in the first set? I'm saying, because it's funny, because I remember looking out in the crowd, and you saw a couple little devil horns, and then they took a break, came back, and there was devil horns everywhere.
Yes,
everybody bought devil horns.
Hell yes, how could you not?
Dude? Yeah, those are cool.
I ended up with a pair that night.
Did you?
Yeah,
those are cool. Those are cool.
Hell yes. And then I was lying about having an extra one. I did replace everyone else's video with Dangus shredding. So,
Oh, good.
but let's go with that.
Let's see
go
Dangus.
little
That's my
Dangus here.
boy.
Here we go.
Yeah. They are good,
Hell
man. If you're gonna get
yes.
an AC/DC band in, man, they're great. And we have Livewire coming too, and they're great. I
Mhm.
like the fact that we have two really good AC/DC bands. I'm a big AC/DC fan, and people can kind of enjoy, the two, different. It's almost a juxtaposition between the two because one is they're like totally different,
Mhm.
but they do AC/DC really well.
Yeah.
And both of them are really good. I personally, I love Back in Black. I love these guys. I think they're phenomenal. I was reading something the other day about it's Bon Scott originally did the as you know he played the they had the bagpipe girl
Mhm.
this time, but of course she somehow when she came out on stage unplugged her microphone from her bagpipe, so that became a little of a fiasco.
She didn't understand the limits of a cable.
Yeah, her cord only went so far,
Only
and
went
she's
so
like,
far.
oh, but
She's trying to go to the other
but
side.
Bon Scott originally played the bagpipes on that song.
Oh, okay.
And then what's his name? What's the other one that came after Bon Scott? Fucking
Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson
Mhm.
never played that song live because it was such a. I never knew that, and all the times I saw him in concert, I never realized they're right. I'm thinking back when I saw him, like, you know what? They didn't play that song.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and it's kind of cool when you think about it because it was his song.
Yeah.
It was the bagpipes, the whole
neat.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep, that's kind of cool.
Kind of like our boys in Sticks. There's a couple couple songs they won't touch.
Yeah, they won't touch me either. But for some reason, they do
somebody's
Mr. Roboto.
lady.
Why?
Dude, that was great. Come on now.
Yeah, but
you and I love that fucking
That's the song that broke up the band. That's the album that
That's
destroyed
what's
the band.
great about it.
And they still play it today.
Finally back to playing it.
I'm okay with it because I love it.
They actually only recently started doing that. It was like 2 tours ago that they started playing that again.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, for the longest time they did not play it. But we're gonna go right back to hell and
straight to hell.
Bells.
Straight to hell. This is the hardest part. The hardest part about booking is working these dates, man. It's like everybody wants certain dates,
Mm-hmm.
Drives me nuts. I spent all day booking. I got like a headache from it. My eyes are burnt out of my skull from staring at the screen. But we got a lot of good shows coming up, though. I got to tell you, you got some cool new ones. I got like some really good stuff I booked today that I can't wait to tell people about. It's going to be good, man. As soon as I get the contracts back and stuff, it's going to be nice. I got 5 new shows today. So, yeah, it's like on top of everything else we haven't announced, including like, what's his name? The lead singer of Hinder coming with his new band, which I can't wait, man. That's going to be good. Singing some of the old Hinder songs. Mm-hmm. That's a Thursday night show, too. So that's just like, it's kind of like a throw-in show, they were on tour. They were looking for a place to hang. And
hell yeah. So, I will say that the band Aranda that is coming with them, very good.
Yeah, I've heard all 3 of the bands that night. It's a 3-band night, and I heard they're all good. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to it.
The true opener, I believe, is the guy from Hinder, Austin, and somebody from that other Aranda band.
Oh, okay.
They're like an acoustic duo. I
Oh,
believe.
nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So,
nice.
But that's for another show.
Yeah. So where are we?
We have.
So we're this weekend now.
Yeah, this past weekend.
Yes, which was the new metal band.
That new metal band. Yeah.
Correct. Opening up for the Almost Creed, who they were great again, man. Mm-hmm. Dude, I will tell you, man. The honest to God, guy walking out of the theater said he just saw Creed not long ago. Remember, they were on tour not long ago. He said, and this band should call themselves Better Than Creed. That was his exact words. He was walking out of the building, and he stopped, and he goes, dude, man, I just saw Creed not long ago, and this band isn't Almost Creed. They should be called better than Creed. I'm like, oh, that's a compliment, bro.
Hell yeah.
But they are so good, man. They're
Creed
so
going
tight.
back out on tour again.
Such a great band, man. Such a great band. But what do you got? The new metal guys first?
Yep, absolutely.
And they were basically just they were a cover band that opened up that came down with the guys from New York because they wanted to have another opener just to give these guys, I guess, a big stage chance or whatever. So
hell yeah,
it's a very large amount of people in this band.
A lot of people,
like 37, maybe 50,
a lot of people,
maybe 80. There's a lot of people in this.
How about we count when we play this first song?
102, I think.
Let's go with Rollin'.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. That was the new metal band.
That new metal band.
That new metal band. That new metal band. Yeah,
like that 70s show.
I mean, they were fun. I mean, they were a cover band. We usually don't do cover bands down here, so they just did a bunch of little. They did Chop Suey, another Limp Bizkit song, a couple other songs. But Creed, man, dude, man, Almost Creed is so good, man. Do you have another one of those, or do you want to?
Yeah, I got a couple.
From the new metal people.
Yes.
Oh, what else you got?
Let's do Bodies here. Let the bodies hit the floor.
And I'm sorry, but is the DJ, was he wearing like was that a parka?
It looked like a parka, yeah. Was he cold?
He must, it's hot as fuck on that stage, man. I just noticed Homeboy's got a mask on and a parka.
He was pretty good DJ.
Dude, he is ready to be like one of those Soviet fucking spies in the
scratches and scratches.
You ever see those movies with the Soviet spies and the big parkas and the masks coming down like chasing James Bond? He's getting ready to be a James Bond movie.
He did kind of look like a James Bond henchman.
Yes.
Or what was that movie? Fucking Inception. At the end there.
I love
Inception. All on the,
yeah, it was such a good movie.
On the fucking snowmobile.
Such a great movie.
Great movie. Fantastic soundtrack. I got lost in that soundtrack. Drove all the way down to Wildwood. Didn't realize I was driving all the way to Wildwood that night. Just kept going on 55 from the way back from the movie theater.
Do you think you were like Inception?
Completely passed. I don't know, dude. It was the weirdest thing. We got to the end with 347. We're like, oh shit. I don't know. Just keep going.
Yeah,
at this point,
put the album back on and go back.
Just drove all the way to the one side of 55. So we drove all the way down to Wildwood. Stayed there.
That is a story for another day.
Yes. And then we have I got 3 from Creed here.
Yes, let's do Creed. These guys are so good, man.
Let's do My Own Prison.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Almost Creed and you don't see them when they're here, and if you see them anywhere else, just go to take your time. Go see the band, man. They're so worth it. Whatever you're paying to get in, they're worth it, man. They really are. They're so good.
Hell,
and the music. That's the other thing with Creed.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize how many songs you know.
Yeah,
it's like them all. They have weird titles, some of them, and you're like, oh, it's that song.
Yeah,
but
they'll mention almost every name.
Yeah,
in the song. I mean, they will say
it's weird.
It, but it's usually at like the end of the line, and it's not
it's not what
My Own Prison. I mean, they say that twice?
Yeah, but
song,
and I love that song.
It's a great one. Song. Let's get started with that one.
Yes, let's do that one. I love that song. And that's a band. Mm-hmm. There's a drummer, there's a singer, there's a bass player, and there's a guitar player.
Hell yes.
And the only thing you ever need is if it's a certain band, maybe a keyboard, maybe a rhythm guitar, but that's it. You don't need 900 people.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
It's unnecessary.
It's true. Let's go with Higher as the next one here.
Let me take. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Hell yeah. That was one of the extenuating circumstances.
Wow. I don't know about that story. We should talk
yeah.
about that.
Hell yeah. And then this is Don't Stop Dancing.
Don't stop believing.
No.
Hold on to you. I love that song, man. See, I didn't know Creed sang that.
Here we go.
Oh no. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Yeah, literally was just telling Steve. I was just talking to Rob today, the lead singer there, because he's got another band we're gonna bring in. Another 2 bands, man. So I'm excited. They are great. Thank you, Pat. They're fantastic. And we were just talking about the. I wish I was in a hammock. We were just talking about Rob's dad. Another reason for the podcast last week that we didn't do. Hey, what's going on, Al? Joe's dad was in the hospital, or Rob. I keep saying Joe for some. Rob, you know why? Because he's got a disciples band. What's his name? He's got a band just like Jaleo.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And that's why I mix them up a lot of times. But anyway, so his dad was sick, so he was at the hospital. He was supposed to come on the podcast, go back and forth. And then I had lost a friend, and I wasn't really in any mood to talk or be happy. And it was probably just best that we all just said, "Hey, man, let's not do it this week." So
hell yeah,
it is what it is.
Hell yes, yeah. Extenuating circumstances.
Extenuating circumstances.
Extenuating.
Was that your last one? Wait till they come back here, because they will be back. There's no other Creed tribute I know of that I would bring back. AC/DC.
Don't know many others either.
Back in Black. You want to see them wherever you see them. Those guys are phenomenal, man.
And they play all over the damn place.
They're everywhere, man.
They are everywhere.
They're up and down the East Coast.
You can definitely catch them somewhere.
Yeah, so if you ever see Back in Black playing anywhere. I don't remember what the name of there was just a documentary on AC/DC, and they were in the documentary. They were mentioned in the documentary, nice. And it's shown them playing as well.
Hell yeah.
Because they're that good.
I mean, dude, they've been doing it for 30 fucking years.
Then, of course, Urgent, they play a lot up in the New York area. So if you're tuning in from any of that area this week, just look for those guys, man, and look them up, man. And
hell yeah.
They're all good bands, man.
Hell yeah.
Good bands, man.
Hell yes. It looks like got some Nimrods on.
Oh no, not the Nimrods.
We got them on. Let's see. I have a promo here, and I will play that first, and then we can go right into them.
And thank Michael Kelly Guitars, too. We forgot to mention them at the beginning.
Here we go.
Michael Kelly Guitars. Choose Michael Kelly Guitars and experience the perfect blend of quality, innovation, and value. Play with passion, play with purpose, play with yourself, and Michael Kelly's guitar. There you are.
Michael Kelly's guitar.
Michael Kelly's guitar.
It sounds extremely personal.
It is.
You, too, can play with Michael Kelly's guitar.
Yes, you can.
But let's see. Yes, the Nimrod promo. Here we go.
Damn. Is that from the last time you were here?
Yep.
Absolutely. What's going on, gentlemen? How you doing?
What's happening?
Good. We got somebody up there going in and out. I can't see who it is. Yo, what's up, brother?
What up?
We got like everybody here.
We do.
But we don't have Will though.
Will. Yeah.
Oh no.
Our main man. Dude's at a Philly show.
Yeah, he's at the Phillies game tonight.
You mean this Phillies game? We got it on over here. Phil's are up 2-1, so he's having a good time.
Good. He's having a good time then.
Yeah, he's having a good time.
Tuesdays off limits for us.
Yes. We always, if the game's on, I always have it over here. At least I can look every once in a while. So what's going on, guys? Man, we're excited to have you back, dude.
We're excited to come back. Yeah, really excited, man. Really looking forward to
it. Last time you guys played, man, it was such a great show, man. It was just like we were blown away because we had done American Idiot here, on our stage for like several weeks, every weekend for a while. It was a great show and everything. But you're the first, their first Green Day band we ever had besides American Idiot.
Yep, absolutely.
And you guys just blew us away, man, because you give us the sound and the feeling in such a way. I mean, it's different with with drummer singing, but it worked. And
it makes it cool too. He does a good job.
Absolutely.
Will's because he sounds just sounds just like the singer. So
I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better because we were like, it was a little like he was in studio last time, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, because he came here the last time. And then and we were like, oh shit, because he was we were talking about Porch, the other band you guys got.
Porch with
exactly. So
Sam's filling in for me again. I'm getting surgery tomorrow. I was sick when I came to visit you guys the last time. I was just recovering. So Sam is filling in for me for the next 2 shows, so I get the summer off. So thanks, Sam, for that.
For having me and trusting me with your immaculate responsibilities.
You're 10 times better of a bass player than I am, so I might as well give it to you while I'm healing.
You got to be a good bass player. You got to be a good bass player to do Green Day, man. It's just
bass-driven band.
I love you, Sam.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I wish I was a bass player of that band.
Oh, we try to. We're important, but it's more like the music. We try to. Mike, the guitar player. Hi, Mike.
Mike's going in. He's going in and out there.
Mike's a stickler.
Am I really?
If we make a mistake on stage or we make a mistake in practice, Mike is right there to say, "Hey, you're playing it wrong." So we try to keep the music as tight as possible.
Yeah, and that's what I appreciate about Mike too. Like, he wants everyone to sound good. So if you're not playing something right, or he thinks you can maybe play something better, he'll let you know. And I'm all for that because
that's good.
I want to do justice to the band. You know what I mean? I want to do justice to the music.
It's good to have somebody that's basically a band leader like that can make sure everybody's on the same page. That's cool.
Him and Will too. They're both they're both super helpful in that manner.
Will's our captain.
Yeah, dude, Will's just a great guy too, man. He's just one of the nicest guys. I mean, when when we first met him, he was just a stand-up dude, man. And I love that about him. Love that about him.
He's passionate about the music too. Like Green Day is one of his favorite bands. So when you give him the reins of a band like this, and he has full reign to sing and play and express his Green Day, he brings it, and we all try to just play along with him and try to keep that vibe going.
Yeah, when I express my Green Day, they try to lock me up, man.
So, it takes a lot to sing and play drums for him.
It does. Look, there's been a lot of people. Look at like a Phil Collins and stuff. There's a lot of great guys that have been out there, and sang. But Will's just got it, man. He gives it to you, and he doesn't run out of breath.
Nah, it's funny. We were practicing.
Yeah, nope.
I was like, nah, you don't need to practice, probably, right? You know the words. He's like, nah, I'm actually practicing breath work. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, you have to.
And that's what makes him such a good musician,
Yep, yeah, and like I said, he's just a nice guy.
Yeah.
So this is your second time playing here. How long have you guys all together been doing the Green Day thing?
We started September 13th, 2021 was our first official. Hey, let's make a band thing. So we've been together and playing since September. I mean, a couple months before that, obviously, but we were basically since September of 21.
Okay,
nice.
Sorry, I think I joined at the end of 23.
Oh, so you had another guitar player prior to Mike?
Yeah, the original guitar player, his name was Larkin, Andrew Larkins. He's in a Sublime tribute band also with Will.
Oh, nice.
And he just recently got married when he joined the band. So it was kind of like you only can be in one band. So he chose the Sublime band, but he chose it because he thought he'd be playing more, doing something better. But we've been playing twice as much as they have, and he hasn't been on stage. So we got Mike instead.
We get that. When I was just talking earlier, I just booked about another 5 acts for the year today. I've been going back and forth with bands and booking, and you don't get a lot of like if somebody came to me with a Sublime band, I'd say, okay, well, who else are you going to be able to bring with you to play with? Because you're not going to get a lot of people that are going to want to come out to see that tribute act. So that's a tough one. Where Green Day, I mean,
Everybody loves Green Day.
if you play by yourself, there's so many Green Day fans, man. People are going to come out to see you, you know? Yeah, and I mean, there's great Sublime fans. It's just a different thing. Green Day, I think, crossed a lot of genres of people. You know what I mean? Whether you like punk rock, which it had that original punk rock feel. If you just like classic rock, if you just like
Acoustic
90s
songs,
rock,
got it all.
acoustic songs. Green Day gives it all to you, man. Where Sublime just beats the shit out of you. It's Sublime, you know?
How do you
Everyone
go-
always thinks of like one or two Green Day songs, but then like when you start actually looking at their albums and how many songs they have, I mean, unbelievable. Just
It's insane.
so many good songs.
Still, Dookie's probably my favorite album.
Mhm.
That's probably my favorite Green Day album.
Yeah, that's my favorite one too.
Yeah,
American Idiot. man.
American Idiot's a great
American
album too.
Idiot's
But
still-
I love Dookie. It's just
To me, that was
when
that was
that
the
came
album.
out, it was like, you know, those are the songs. That's another thing about Green Day is, you know, Sublime's great to party to. You know, you got that reggae feel. But with Green Day, it's like the lyrics sometimes. You kind of they're one of those bands where those lyrics meant something to me one way, something to you another way, and that's what I liked about them. They would give you lyrics that everyone had their own some way of relating to that song that was totally different than somebody else. You know, especially from the American Idiot album.
Yeah, you can
You
always
know?
basically.
Yeah,
I mean, I remember, you know, obviously I grew up with them my entire life. Like Green Day's been a huge band ever since I've been alive. So it's like kind of different stages of it that, you know, you as you get a little bit older, the albums kind of got a little bit older.
Well,
too.
they got older, and and their
absolutely.
music
Yeah.
changed, man. And
When it went from songs about, you know, dick jokes and stuff like that,
which were the best songs.
Yeah, like their music like matured with them almost.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely, and you can see that in their albums as they grew up, which was real. It's kind of cool when you think about it.
Oh, it's so cool.
Because a lot of bands they just kind of stay with what sells, where they just kind of went with they grew. Like I think U2 is another band that kind of grew with their music. You know, it became a little, and again, that's one of those bands, man. I just love. I love Green Day. I love U2.
That's like one of those big questions. Like, what would a band evolve into if they played enough music? Like, what would if Kurt Cobain was still alive? What would his music have like evolved into after 20, 30 years of writing and producing? You know what I mean?
Foo Fighters,
Bob
probably.
Dylan.
The Foo Fighters.
Yeah, right.
single guitar folk songs.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but you think about all of them, like and everybody says that. You know, that 27 Club. You know, with Jim Morrison and Janis Joplin and all those people, and you wonder, you know, what would have happened. You know, they all gave us iconic music, and that's where it ended. You know, where Green Day imagine Green Day stopping after like Dookie. It would have always been that's the band they were. You would have never got the progression of their music through the years.
I think their new stuff is amazing. The new stuff on Survivor came out. I mean, just some of those songs like you can just listen to over and over, just like their classic stuff. It's like,
are you doing anything off of that album?
Yeah, we do Look Ma No Brains and The American Dream.
Okay,
Nice.
two good songs.
Yeah.
Yep, excellent.
No, they're just a band that had staying power. You know, I mean, they're out of all these kind of bands, they're the only one that hasn't broken up. They're the only one that hasn't, you know, disappeared off the face of the earth, like or broken up, came back 20 years later. You know, Blink-182 style, like they were the ones that kind of kept it going.
And they're the only one. They're the only rock band, in my opinion, that and I directed the show that ever did a Broadway show that was worth seeing.
Yeah.
And still, I remember when I first saw the show on Broadway, I had no idea what the fuck it was about. I had no idea. I'm like, I don't know what this is about, but the music's great and it's fun to watch. And then Green Day came back, and I'm like, well, I got to go see it again because the band's actually in the show now. So I went and saw the show for a second time. Still had no idea what the fuck it was about. And then I liked the music so much, and I liked the feel of the show that we decided to do it.
Yeah.
And I directed it, and I read the script. I'm like, oh, that's what it's about. I'm like, okay, because I had no idea what the whole, you know, it was like a great concert when you went to see it. And anybody else between Queen and Billy Joel and you name it that's ever done a Broadway show, they're horrible.
Yeah.
Absolute. It's just garbage.
I haven't
shit.
seen it yet.
Yeah. You've never seen American Idiot?
I haven't seen I haven't seen it play now. No,
Oh, it's phenomenal. It really it's a good. It's what's fun is you're getting to have a concert because there's no real words in it. It's just the songs. They don't talk in the whole damn thing. I think there's maybe two
or three lines.
There's two or three lines in the whole
and that
play.
was that.
Yeah, and the rest of it's just the lyrics
the
of
whole
the
end
song.
of the whole end of the show, right
So,
there.
which kind of what made it good, to be honest with you, because I think if they would have added shit in, I would have been like, yeah, this is stupid. just like most of
they stuck to the script. Yeah, I can't
those
wait to
shows
see
that
it.
they did on Broadway with when Billy Joe started. Awesome.
Yeah, when I saw it when it originally came out, and then I saw it when Billy Joe was in it too. I had to go back. I was working on Broadway at the time, so I knew people. I could just get into any of these shows, and I was like, dude, I got to go see
him as Saint Jimmy.
It was, and he was, dude, he was actually good.
Great. It was great.
I mean, he was phenomenal, man. He did such a good job.
Really good.
Did that win any Tonys or anything? I don't even remember what if it won.
I see him on stage though. He's a
I think it was nominated, but I don't think he won anything. I don't think they won anything. Yeah, look, the Tony people, and I'll just tell you from working on Broadway, those people are they're their own animal, man. They don't, if you don't fit into their groove, and Billy Joe
they're a pretentious bunch, huh?
Yeah, they are. If you don't fit their groove, they're not going to give you nothing. So
Billy Joe Armstrong, exactly.
Yeah. Even though, what was that? They made a movie about the making of it. Remember that?
It's really good too.
Yeah, which is really good. If you get a chance to watch that, what's
the
that
whole
called?
Rehearsal process,
yeah,
everything like that. I don't remember what they called it.
There's a whole documentary about the making of the Broadway show with
Broadway Idiot or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I think it's called, Broadway Idiot. It's actually really good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. So you guys, where you guys been playing at? Have you been going outside the area to play? Because I know you guys are mostly all from Philly, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we were. We just we went down to Virginia.
Nice.
It's a really good show right outside of Washington D.C. It was a great night. Where was that? Where was that gig? Can't remember the name of the venue we were at.
We played with that Stone Temple Pilots.
Tally ho, tally ho.
Oh, Tally Ho, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice. We played at Virginia, and we were in oh man, I don't even know. It's been we're not playing local Levittown, Langhorne, Philadelphia area. We've been trying to spread out.
Good.
Really all over the
Get
place.
a wider audience.
Well, that's what you got to do, man. You got to get out there because when bands are good like you, man, you got to get out there and reach out because we have bands that we bring in. Some of them from all the way from Texas. We bring some from LA.
Mm-hmm.
I got another band that came from LA before. They wanted to play here again. So I'm like, yeah, come on. If you're coming out this way, let's play. But you got to open that circuit up because you're a good band, man, and you guys should be playing in all as many places as you possibly can. Especially up in New York, there's a lot of bands pulling a lot of gigs up in New York now. So you guys got to get out there because I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll throw these guys up against any other Green Day tribute. You know what I mean? And like I said, we had
that challenge.
Well, we had a couple of them throw a video over our way, but we're like, nah, we're just gonna stick with the one that we like. We like you guys, so we stuck with you. We always wanted to do that though, like have a weekend.
Dude, I want to do this
where
so
you have two Green Day bands that go head to head.
Yeah,
and everybody votes, and the best one gets paid. The other one goes to home broke.
Right? I think it's hilarious.
We're used to playing gigs and not getting paid good money, so we'll take that. Bet.
Well, that's the business anymore, unfortunately, man.
I know.
Getting people out, man. It's still been tough ever since COVID, man. It's hard to get people out. It really is,
Oh, it's because everyone had all their entertainment at their fingertips right there, 24/7 at home.
Yeah, and they still do. You still do, though, and that's I think the biggest problem with the music industry, because I have a lot of friends and we're having in July we have nothing but original bands playing here for the weekends. We're calling it the Landis Fest, so it's all bands that go out and usually play covers to make money, but they do have their original music, so they're going to come here and just play their original music.
How about Fat Mez? Is that one of those bands?
No, Fat Mez, what's his name? His dad,
Bob Levy.
Bob Levy used to do his comedy thing here every weekend.
Wow.
So but these are more. Fat Mez goes around, they make money.
You're good. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're trying to get people that aren't people don't know yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
to give them a
Shine the
chance.
Spotlight on some up and coming
Exactly. Because dude, some of these bands are great. I mean, when you hear their actual original material, you're like, man, they're really good, but nobody's hearing them.
Yeah.
So when you play here, you played here before, you get all the lights and you get the video and all the craziness.
Yep.
So the idea is it gives them a chance to maybe film some of it so they can use it to get some gigs and get their music out there.
Yeah,
and
that's a good little project. I like that a lot.
Yeah, we love music, man. I'm certainly not making money here. So I mean, and I'm not definitely I've lost more than I'll ever make here. We got a cat in the picture.
Oh, is that French fry?
Wait, that cat's name is French Fry?
Yeah,
It's
I named
Potato
it.
Laka.
That's like Potato Laka?
His name is Potato Laka.
Yeah, I
He's the big-
had stray cats in my backyard for last summer, and I called Mike up, and him and his wife came with a trap and everything, and we trapped them and caught all 5 of the kittens, and he took them home. So
You got all 5?
2 of them.
Oh, you got 2.
Kept 2.
Well, stay away from
No,
Steve.
we adopted out 3. I've still got 2.
Well, stay away from Steve Desco because he has squirrels, man.
Squirrels and raccoons now. He's got it all.
We
Over in
we had him on a couple weeks back, man, and he went down in his basement. He's got a squirrel cage down there full of fucking squirrels, man. And it looks like the electrician from hell that wired his basement, man. Like the place is going to catch fire any second now. I felt bad for the fucking squirrels.
Yeah, it's a completely totally normal thing.
Who has squirrels?
Desco, the guy who books you for us, Steven Desco.
Oh, he's got squirrels.
Yeah, he's
This
got
is
some
my
in his
book.
head too. I
Fake
think.
Ozzy.
Yeah, Fozzie. Fozzie. But look, so you guys are playing around. What about now? What I know you guys have Porch. You have that as your. That's more of a cover band, though, correct?
Yeah.
Us with Will, we're in Porch.
Yeah, me and him are in Porch.
Do you guys do any originals, or is that just cover music?
So we're
I've been thinking about it, but not at the moment.
yeah. I got originals, but we haven't played them yet.
You should do it, man. You got to go for it, man. You got to go for it because you still have all the covers to back you up to to make money and play.
Exactly.
I'll always have that.
Yeah,
it's a matter of getting into it with the band and making everybody on the same page.
Yeah, but you guys are just such good musicians, man, and that's what I love. If you can feed us Green Day the way you do,
I'd be yellow.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know why this is connected.
Why don't you just turn it off? Steve's phone is ringing. Well, who's calling you in the middle of the show? But Steve's phone's ringing in my headset. but no, man, I would love to hear, because I haven't seen Steve's seen you guys play at the Camp Out for Hunger, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he saw you guys playing at the Camp Out for Hunger.
And that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Those guys are they're great, man, and we try to do everything we can. We're still we partner with WMMR on a lot of different things. They're good people, Jackie Band.
And the hardest part about that one was waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Dude, I didn't even go. He went with Andy. I'm like, dude, I'm not. No, I'm not going.
It was tough, dude. I made it there.
It was a lot of fun.
Preston didn't think we were coming on, so he introduced the next.
That was
and we're like, no, they're here.
I'm too tired, man. Yeah. I spent a lot of years in the military having to get up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't have to now, and I'm not doing it, man. I'm not doing it anymore, man.
That's right.
But look, man, I'm glad to see you guys again, man. I'm excited to have you coming. Anything you want to tell anybody out there to kind of entice them to come see the show?
Come on out this Friday. It's going to be kick ass. We've been working on some stuff. Got it down pretty tight. We're going to put a show on.
See my replacement, Samson, that guy over there.
You're over here.
Instead of me.
Yeah,
that guy right there.
You're over here.
Check out Samson. He's going to play bass for me.
We're like a really shitty Brady Bunch right now. You got to look up and down at each other. But no, man, dude, we're excited to have you guys back. Like I said, man, there's not another Green Day band, and for anyone that that's local that can get out to the show this weekend. Again, it is this Friday night. Steve's going to put the card up real quick. There it is. It's Friday, June. It's Friday the 13th, man.
Yes, it is.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Favorite day of the year, man.
You remember, $25.35. You're all in on that price. We don't charge tax and fees. It's all included. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. And we're going to have your opening band, Jagged Little Thrill, on here in a little bit, who's going to be opening up for you guys, which I'm excited for, too.
Melissa is awesome. That band is badass.
Have you guys played with them? Have you played with them before?
What? Probably more than any other band that we played.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
Nice.
Hell yeah. We love everybody in
my
the
first
band.
show with Nimrod.
Oh, really? He said his first show with Nimrod was with them.
Oh yeah, it was with them. Yeah.
Yeah, it was my first show with Nimrod back in 23, right around Halloween.
So now you're on Friday the 13th.
Love it.
Better than Halloween,
yes.
man. Yeah. Dude, we got to promote that. Friday the 13th with Nimrod. We're going to push that. I think we'll push that a little harder this week. Mention the Friday the 13th thing, man.
Well, I wish everyone's going to have a great show. I'm going to be hanging out in the hospital on Friday night. So you guys have a great show. I can't wait.
Yeah, we're going to be praying for you, man.
Play
You're going to be in our thoughts and prayers for sure, man.
Thank you, Sam.
But is it anything you could talk about getting operated on? Is it something?
Yeah, in December I had diverticulitis and one of the abscess ruptured and perforated my bowel. So I had to get emergency surgery. And they gave me a colostomy bag.
Yeah.
And that was for me to heal inside and everything like that. And I've actually got my health 100%.
Good.
So tomorrow is the surgery to be put back together. So I can actually.
Our prayers are with you, my friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely,
Thanks,
man.
I missed the Landis twice, man. It's one of my bucket list
look,
places to play.
There's no other Green Day bands ever going to play here. So, man, whenever you guys are open and you want to play, you always got a stage here. I can tell you,
awesome.
Man. And we'll
Thank
do
you.
everything we can to start trying to build, an audience around you guys for people that want to come see you when you play. So,
yeah, that's great. That sounds great to us,
Hell
man.
yeah.
We love playing. So.
yeah, we appreciate you guys. But look, like I said, man, God bless you, man. Like I said, you'll be in our prayers too. And look, what we'll do is maybe we'll give a couple tickets away to another show for every like we'll choose if somebody wants to come out with a machete or a hockey mask on Friday. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I might wear a hockey mask on stage then.
Yeah, you should come out with that. Yeah, dude, it is Friday the 13th. Fuck it, man.
Yeah, why not?
We could give you somebody to kill. We got a lot of people.
Yeah.
We'll push somebody up there.
Jeremy will do it.
Yeah, we got to start getting some people coming to see that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, look, guys, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. I mean, like always, man, you guys are a great band. If you're not coming out this weekend to see them, if you can't make it to the Landis on Friday, look for the band because you guys are out playing, man. Look for Nimrod, a tribute to Green Day, and stick with these guys because I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna. I loved you last time you were here, so. I mean, like I said, we thought about Will as a drummer singing, but man, it really fucking works, man. Because that dude can wail, man. Dude, he can wail too, man. He can sing. That dude can sing, man. He's a great dude, man.
We are definitely fortunate to have him with us.
Yeah, you guys got a good band, man.
Thanks, man.
All right, gentlemen. Well, look, have a good night.
man.
We will see you Friday.
Yes.
So much.
Take care, guys.
Hell
Thanks
yeah. Again, Nimrod, a tribute to Green Day.
Hey, boys.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, if you don't see these guys, if you don't get to see them here, you got to go. You got to go see them wherever you can, man. It's this Friday the 13th, man. Yes,
you can get your tickets at thelandis.com.
or that thing on the screen.
Yes,
it just disappeared.
Gotta get you back into this here.
Thing in the corner. That thing in the corner.
And what do you want to do now?
Why are they sitting in the stands tonight? I'm lost.
Oh, they do this every year. This is the announcers in the stands game. Last time they did this, T-Mac caught a ball, like a home run ball, in a glove, and it came right to him in the outfield. It was perfect. He barely moved to just grab his glove. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm going to need it."
The Phillies announcers are sitting in the stands today announcing the game,
and they have everybody there. I think there's like 6 of them. So it's
crazy.
I think Schmidt's there with them. Ruben.
As long as Kruk's there.
They got them all. So, but this time they're up in like the third deck, in that little corner deck. I've sat up there before. It's a good time, especially for the fireworks game.
Let's real quick while we got a second here before we bring our other guests on here in a little bit. We can talk about Michael Kelly guitars again because we really didn't hit them. And if you want to give a wanderbacker after this, Michael Kelly guitars, remember, it's unmatched craftsmanship, innovative design, versatile sound, exceptional value. Why compromise? Michael Kelly guitars provides premium quality at a price that won't break the bank. Enjoy the best of both worlds. Professional grade instruments that are accessible to everyone. Choose Michael Kelly guitars and experience the perfect blend of quality, innovation, and value. MichaelKellyGuitars.com.
Look at you. Look at that. Right on the dot. And we'd also like to thank Wanderback Beer Works, now available downstairs in our concession stand, upstairs at 830 East, and basically wherever the hell else you get your beer, because they're all over the place now.
How much time we got till the next guest?
They're on, but we can go whenever.
I was going to say, why don't I go grab a couple beers? We haven't introduced a new beer yet.
Oh, yeah.
Go grab one. I'll be right back.
We can go do that.
I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. I got to figure out something to do here. But yes, that is Wanderback Beer Works now available. We have their Fest beer, I believe, the Future Proof Pills, their Perfectly Cromulent IPA, Wanderback Lager, and the Risk Management Double IPA. These are all laid out in front of me. I believe they also have, what is this one called? Hugo, their Hoppy Pale Ale. But Ray is going to grab another offering that they have that I have been drinking myself for the past about a week or two. They got a whole kerfuffle going on over there. Let's see what else. Also available in the concession stand are Absolute Vodka ready-to-drink cocktails. The Mango Mule and Grapefruit Paloma sitting at 7% ABV with the Vodka Cran at 4.5%. All of these cans are $10, and you can see Andy or Tiff or whoever the hell is working that day and get your Absolute Vodka Cranberry Ocean Spray collabs, your Absolute Vodka Mango Mule, and your Absolute Vodka Grapefruit Paloma. I always thought a Paloma had tequila, but I guess it can be a vodka Paloma as well. But yes. What's that now? Oh, it's full of Lunchables. Oh, I forgot about that. Yes. But yes, our newest, I don't know if you can hear the drum roll, our newest offering from Wanderback Beer Works.
Cold too, man.
It is ice cold. This is the Breeze Summer Lager.
Oh, it's a summer lager.
Yes. Have you not had one of
yeah.
these yet?
No, I have not.
I got to take 2 out of that 6-pack and put them downstairs because I've had 2 of these now. It's like a citrusy Yingling.
Ah.
Very citrusy Yingling. Which
Smells
I've
like
never
beer.
I've never had like a flavored Yingling before, like anything close to that. So this is a first. There's really not many other beers that are kind of
For
like
those are people that do not know, the Wanderback Brewery is moving in downstairs next to the theater, where our restaurant used to be. They will soon be there, and that will be our. We will have a brewery attached to the theater, which is really cool.
Dude, I love this can.
Yeah. All their cans are great.
All their cans are fantastic. They are a good quality can, good quality design.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Like I said, it's like a citrus Yingling.
Yeah, that's actually
if you
really
combine
good.
like a Blue Moon and a Ying, this is what you would get.
I feel like I could chew it.
You feel like you could chew it?
You know what I mean? It's got a taste that you want to chew.
It is Yingling orange, basically.
The taste you want to chew.
But there, this is I would have to guess that it's one of these beers. No.
Dude, this is actually a really good beer. This
probably their Helles Lager, a little flavoring in it.
It's Wanderback Breeze, the summer lager. Wow, man, that's really, really good.
I
These
like
guys
it a
are
lot.
good, man. They're what happened?
The internet.
We
Something
disappeared
happened
for a
with the
second.
internet.
We disappeared. Yeah, that's the the internet has been a little crappy here.
Connection is unstable, but we are hardwired.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's a Verizon, man.
sure
They've been
that
having
we're
some
right.
issues.
Oh, you know what? Verizon is actually, now that you say that, I mean, on my drive here today, they are everywhere.
Yeah,
all over down here.
they were having some problems earlier today.
All over the damn place.
My computer was freezing up my office, so
That would have been good to know.
yeah.
I didn't have any of these
I
problems
forgot
until
about that.
right now. So
I forgot about that.
here we are, but we
So
are
when we
back.
crash out, we apologize.
Yes. But now that we've drank our beers,
Wow, this beer is really good, man.
really good.
It is really, really
again,
good.
I have not had anything from them that I haven't liked yet.
Yeah.
So I think this is either this one or this one or this one or this one or this one. They're all good and they all have really cool damn designs. So.
Yeah, man. Wanderback is available now in a lot of liquor stores.
Basically
So,
everywhere.
especially in South Jersey.
Yep.
If you look around any liquor stores you go into, look for Wanderback. It's a great beer. It's available, of course, here at our concessions.
Yes.
We have all of these lovely things, along with the Absolute Vodka stuff that Steve has in front of him, which is our sponsor here, Absolute Vodkas, live at the Landis podcast. But again, Wanderback is moving in downstairs, and that's going to be supposed to be started in the fall, but I think we're starting in the spring now. We had some glitches in the design.
Mm-hmm.
And
in the Matrix.
In the Matrix. So, so it looks like it's going to be
in the Matrix.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it'll be in the
3-2,
spring
eh?
now. So
It's damn Phillies, man.
yeah,
It's damn Phillies. Although the Cubs are a very good team this year. They have like a plus 100 run differential on the year. That's about 50 more than the next place team. So they are
it's only the
running,
fourth inning.
running away with it. As
Only
they
the
like
fourth.
To say. Yeah, we've got Jagged Little Thrill.
Oh, we got some Jagged Little Thrill. I'm excited, man.
Yeah. Let's. I got a promo for that too.
Oh yes, cool.
We will play that.
I don't
up
think I've seen anything from them.
and then bring them on. Here we go.
See this. That's Jagged Little. Look, whoa! They're all in one space at one time. What's going on, guys?
We really sound like that.
Yeah, where are you?
It froze again.
What's going on with Verizon over there?
I don't know. Verizon sucks, and they were really good for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they are literally taking.
Can't hear ya.
No audio.
No, you can't hear us. You can't hear us.
Wow, we can hear them.
We can hear you fine. You can't hear
That
us.
is definitely on their end.
It might be on your end.
Yeah.
I would have gotten many
The
messages.
promo. We heard the promo.
Are they talking?
They said they heard the promo. You hear me?
I can hear very loud and clear.
Huh?
It is not us. I can promise you that.
Oh wait, but they heard the promo.
Yeah.
Settings.
No, it's
How he say, hold on.
Play the promo again. See if they can hear it.
Let's try that. We'll see here.
Whoop.
I hear us.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us?
Yep.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh, there's a delay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. If you can read this, other people are hearing
Can
us.
you hear us?
He's holding up a sign.
We can hear you.
I better not do that.
Uh-oh.
We can hear you.
I would say turn your speakers up.
They can't hear us? Okay.
Other people can hear us?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We just can't hear you guys. So
Well,
bring
that
that over so we can hear them, I
Yes,
guess.
there's a delay. The problem
We have
is
a
that
delay.
Oh. Where are you?
We can do.
What is that? Oh,
We'll do our best.
Different things here.
What's that?
I hear it playing on something else in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got us yet?
Very
This is
excited to be coming this Friday.
This is a jagged little interview.
We have a little delay.
We can't hear anything.
We can't hear you guys.
So, do you have a
I guess
delay
we'll
or you can't hear us?
Introduce everybody, and we'll just do our own little thing, and
Yeah, I
we'll
like
see.
it.
All right.
Do it.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, due to technical difficulties, this is going to be a little awkward, but this is Chuck.
Check it.
Chuck K, our lead guitar player. And we've got Joey Capaldi here, our keyboard player. Billy Simon, our drummer. And Mr. Ian Good, backing vocalist, keys, man of all trades. And I am Melissa Schill, the singer. We are down
Turn the
here.
speakers up.
Oh, turn the speakers up. Okay. We'll try that. Whoever can
Yes,
see.
the video is usually a lot louder.
Type to them that other people are saying they can hear us.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. We caught the end of Nimrod there, and we love playing with those guys. We've done quite a few shows with them. They kill it.
They are great. They are fantastic.
This Friday, the 13th, is actually the 30th anniversary of the release of Jagged Little Pill. So
you want to tell them to go
couldn't be
off?
happier to be performing on that very special night. Maybe we could chat and answer questions.
Yeah. Steve, just turn your shit off, turn it back on.
How's that?
Because everybody else can hear us. Tell her everyone else can hear us.
Do you guys want to ask us some questions through chat? Because we just can't hear anything. Sorry.
There is a chat.
We can hear you until we join.
That chat's so hard.
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay, we'll try to rejoin.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Yes.
There we go. Let's see if we can get them to rejoin. They look like they're at a bar.
What song is that?
know.
Oh my God.
I was like,
make a sign, Ray, and stop talking.
Dude.
Joe said, turn on your modulation switch.
I was trying to sign to them.
Can't really do baseball signs with the headphones.
This
on.
is that. This
How
is,
do you tug your ear underneath of a?
That's we can do the Trump dance.
Isn't that the classic? You hit the guy.
I think I always feel like he's signing. Oh look, there's puppy dogs
Oh,
there.
here they are again. Let's see. Let us see. Here we go. At the stage.
Tommy, can you hear me?
Hi. We can hear you perfectly now. We had to turn you down.
See, what do you know?
There we go.
There you go. Yeah,
Hi.
all the other viewers are like, we can hear. They're texting in saying we can hear you fine.
We just couldn't hear you guys. I don't know. But
And my
we're
sign
here now.
language is horrible. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
They couldn't hear
I
that.
know. Jeez.
I may have offended somebody with that sign language. I don't know.
Lord knows.
Said something about somebody's. Well, look, welcome to the show, the Absolute Vodka Live at the Landis podcast. Welcome.
Awesome. Happy to be here.
Thanks for having
Now,
us.
we were asking, where are you guys at? You look like you're in a bar.
Wish we were in a bar.
No, we are in Joey, our keyboard player's studio at his house. And our
Oh.
logo is behind us, but I think it's probably backwards.
No, it's actually it comes through.
Oh, it isn't.
Right
Well,
away.
then
Yeah,
good
we
for
see
us.
it's fine. Yeah.
Cool.
I-
Yeah, that's where we are.
I just don't. I'm jealous now. I do not have a disco ball in my house. I mean, this is something I need to add.
I did ask him to turn that on. I'm not sure the last time we did it. It's rotating and it's sparkly. So there you go.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
sad.
I did.
You guys
On
can
the
see
clapper.
that.
Steve used to have a disco ball, so he understands what's
Maybe
going
it's
on. Oh,
tripping.
whoa, there we
Yes.
go. Let's real quick. Let's go around and introduce everyone and let us know what you do in the band.
All right. Chuck.
Yep. I'm Chuck. I play guitar.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm Joey. I'm a keyboard player.
I'm Billy. I'm the drummer.
Nice.
I mean, I do background vocals. Can't tell right now.
And I'm Melissa. I'm the singer.
Ian. What's your last name, Ian?
Goody. Good.
Hey, Ian, I know you from a long time ago,
I
my
know,
friend.
I know you do.
He knows everybody.
Let me tell you, Ian is one of the nicest freaking dudes you will ever meet, man. And very talented. And very talented, man. I haven't seen you since back when I owned a coffee house years ago.
I know.
Wow.
Remember that? Yeah,
Yeah,
I used to own these 3 or 4 of these coffee places called the Ground House, and Ian used to play them. He used to come to our open mics, man. He was phenomenal. Yes, it's so good to see you, man. And you're in a band now. Is this your only band?
Of course not.
Yeah, I didn't think so, man. You were always like playing with like everybody and anybody that would let you play.
Yeah, and they let me play with them too.
Well, dude, let me tell you something, man. It is a blessing to have you on my stage, my friend. I am so happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait to see you, man. I have not seen you in years.
I know. I knew when I saw you, I was like, I know that he's gonna know me.
Yeah, I recognize you and your voice. You still got that great voice too, man. That's good. So one of your band members I know is actually a phenomenal musician and a great human being. He really is. I love Ian, man. And I haven't seen him in, for God, 15 years maybe.
Wow.
Or more.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man.
Oh, wow.
I thought you were like 20. Wow.
Yeah. He he never ages, man. Does it?
I try.
So how long have you guys been doing the whole Jagged Little Thrill thing?
It's been about 3 years.
Okay.
Mhm.
So did you start this like right after COVID, or was it something you were doing like while everybody was locked away, or?
It was shortly after that, I guess, 2022. Yeah.
What
We
made
did
you
have people that were getting sick when we started to rehearse, but
yeah.
what made me choose? So
Like
Alanis,
all the things to do.
yeah. Alanis Morissette has always been, I don't know, my favorite artist. I'm just so inspired by her music, her style, how unique she is, her vocals, her songwriting is phenomenal. Just connecting to the message in her music. And I just always felt like if there was ever a tribute I would do, it would be for Alanis, because I just think that you need to have that passion for the artist that you're, that you're emulating.
Yeah, she's definitely a different person. She's I have known her for about 25 years. And she is a wonderful human being. She's a very odd human being.
Well,
she's very eccentric, you could say. I guess you would say at times. very much now very much a mom and a family gal anymore. So, but Jagged Little Thrill, 30 years, man. Dude, this album's been around for 30 years.
30 years.
It's incredible. It
30
really
years,
is.
Wow. 33 million copies.
Where did the time go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, this
she
is
was
one of those albums. Yeah.
21 when it was released.
Now you guys are doing the full album, correct?
We are. Yep.
Nice.
In the order it's played, and then we'll throw some hits at the end there.
That's good. I remember the last time she did I saw her was when she was doing her acoustic tour of it, and it was really good. She's great, man. She's just such a wonderful human being.
I mean, this is one of those from front to back. It's there's not a bad song on it.
It's one of those albums. We talk about that a lot of times. Like there's certain bands that have an album, and Michael Jackson's one, like Thriller. You know, there's not a song on Thriller that's not a hit. And this is one of those albums, you know, that she made that, and we all know she made this through some dark times because, you know, she'll tell you if you ever sit down and talk to her, she loves to talk about it. And she likes to talk about, you know, the darkness and that made her, you know, it's funny. She's a funny person, man. She really is. She was touring Europe one time, and she had her little, we had Chihuahuas, and she had her Chihuahua Boo, and she would take pictures of him pooping wherever she could go in Europe, and she would find a sign that says no pooping. She would sit in there to poop and send me a picture going like this with her Well, you got to remember, she started in comedy. You know, she started, you know, on TV. That was her. You know, she was part of a pretty crappy, you know, kids show, I guess you would call it. You know, what was it that you could do on television?
Do that on television.
Yeah, that's what you can't do that on television. Yeah.
To get slime, they have to pull the slime down.
That's where the original slime came from for Nickelodeon. Yeah, that was the slime from that show. Yeah,
what a name!
So
man. What a name for a TV show.
Oh yeah, it was. And the funny thing is, I remember talking to her about it one night. I'm like, dude, I remember the show, and I'm like, I don't remember
they
you
really
being
hit the
on
coffers
it.
On that name. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Like I never remembered her on it, and then after I knew her, and then I went back and watched. I'm like, oh shit! Oh my god, you look like you're 12 there. Like, well, I was. I'm like, oh. Okay. But you're doing a great album, and it's one of those albums that, like we were even saying with the Green Day guys earlier, it's one where a lot of those songs, especially to girls, each song has a different meaning to everybody. Like if you say, what's this song mean to, like, three different girls are all going to give you a different answer. Oh, my boyfriend when I was this guy. Oh, my first husband, or you know what I mean, or they all get that feeling. You know what I mean, and
oh yeah.
And you know it does, and it's especially the going down on her in the theater. You know, it's one of those things where every girl feels that, and they get the anger when they hear that song, and they can always relate to somebody in their past. I remember that album came out during my first marriage.
There you go.
My first of several.
So you want to know them.
She ought to know a lot about that album.
You know, that's awesome that you know her and that you've met her. I mean, I have not. She's my one person. You know, she's the one person. Everybody has somebody that they would want to meet. You know.
Well, yeah, I was good friends with a guy named Steve from a band called the Bare Naked Ladies, and they were touring. It was called the Bare Naked Tour. It was them and Alanis Morissette, and I met her backstage, and we just hit it off. You know, we just kind of started talking, and before you know it, we became friends. She's a really cool. I call her dude, but she was just a cool dude. They were getting ready for the tour, and Steve had sent me a picture, and they were all naked in a bathroom, standing there. It was all three of the Bare Naked Ladies, like peeing in the urinal, and then Alanis was in the urinal right between them all, peeing in the urinal, and it was the back. and that was the poster for the show. That was if you look at
oh my gosh, that's great.
You could probably find the poster on eBay. It was the Bare Naked Ladies Landis Morissette tour, and it was the Bare Naked something tour. I can't remember, but it was
What year
great.
was that?
Yeah,
Do you remember
that
what
would
year
have been.
that was?
Oh, I met her probably in 95, 90, 96 maybe. It had to be right around that time. I don't remember, but it's been a while. It's been about 30 years.
I was gonna say it's
almost as long as I've known Ian.
Oh, okay.
We're not doing a urinal picture, Ian.
You should just do it. It's worth it. It's great.
Well, we had an amazing experience last fall. We were invited to play up in Canada, and we performed in Ottawa, and we actually took pictures in front of the first club she ever played. We went to the hospital where she was born. There's a street named after her in Ottawa called Alanis Place. So we went there, and it was just an awesome experience. We
I've
just
known
really
the girl for years and had no idea it was the road named after her. I had no idea.
Yeah. It's in this little development.
How would that come up in casual conversation?
we were just talking about because when she was, I think it was when she was touring with Bare Naked Ladies. My first met her. Taylor Hawkins was her drummer. Yeah. He was drumming. He was drumming for her back then.
Yeah,
Dave
Stone.
Yep. Yeah, he was a cool dude too, man. I met him on several occasions. He was a cool dude too. But again, she's one of my, she's one of those people. I adore her. I love her music, and we're excited to have you guys because we've watched the videos, and it sounds very authentic. It sounds real. It sounds like you're giving her a true tribute, like she deserves. I feel, I feel all bands. If you're going to tribute a band, you should be able to give it to people the right way. And I feel like you guys do it. Like I said, this is our first time seeing you here, but I've watched videos and I love the video. I really do. I love your voice. I think you do a great job. Yeah. And she's somebody that you got to channel too. And I feel like you Janis Joplin-ish. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to do Janis Joplin, you got to channel her, and watching the videos. I feel like you do a little bit of channeling of Alanis. You do.
It's such an honor to perform in a band, to pay tribute to such an amazing artist. It really is. And the stories that we hear, on set breaks and the connections that I've made. I mean, I went to see her last summer with a whole bunch of our our new friends. We called them the Thrillers. And I mean, we invited to play in their homes, and it's like this whole sort of like female force that surrounds us, and it's really, I have to say, there are more people that come up that talk about the emotional and things they've gone through and how her music helped heal them, and it's just it's overwhelming.
But you got to remember, Alanis came out at a time when grunge rock was making its real big debut in the 90s, and she was the only real female coming out at that time. You went from the 70s into the 80s. You had so many females, Deborah Harry and Pat Benatar, and you had Hart, you had so many rock stars, and then it got into that era, and it wasn't a lot of females. So Alanis was the voice of the females at that time, and she to me, and I remember telling her this one time. She kind of teared up. She thought it was just the sweetest thing, and I'm like, well, I just said it, but it was like, I was like, your music is it is the voice of women. Where if you look at the rock stars before her, they were female voices in rock and roll, singing songs, but she was a lot like the Runaways. If you go listen to the original Runaways music, with they were the voice of the girls, not just singing about girl stuff. I mean, they were, and that's what, especially that album, that Jagged Little Pill album, was one that gave a voice to a lot of girls that were going through troubles, going through breakups, going through hardships, trying to find their way through life. And a lot of those songs really helped a lot of women and girls at that time get through some hard times. And I always felt that way about her music, because I saw it in my sisters and people that listened to her. You could always see they were listening to her a lot different than I was. Because I don't know, when you know her in person and you're standing, she is one of the most beautiful people you'll ever see in your life. And somebody had told me one time, he goes, yeah, dude, she's not good looking. I'm like, you know what? I said this to her. I said, dude, she's not a great picture taker. But when you see Alanis Morissette face to face, she's one of the most beautiful women you ever see in your life. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just, we not look. I don't take good pictures. I never try to take a picture of myself because I can't stand it. You know what I mean? For some reason, my face is all fucked up. Every time.
To it, you
can say smile, and I go, yeah.
gotta catch your good side.
I get scared. I don't know what to do. Ah.
It's funny. I didn't realize this show there's two bands with albums that became musicals.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the one thing I didn't get to do, only because I just don't have that time anymore. And I'm gonna say it's been maybe 8 years since I spoke to her. We haven't connected in about 8. When things happened with her and Ryan Reynolds, things fell apart with me, and we really didn't talk after that. And that was another mess of her life that she screwed up. You know what I mean? She look, everybody makes bad choices, you know. And that was a bad choice, and it was just, it is what it is. But I did not get to see her musical, which I would like to have seen it. I don't think it's on Broadway anymore, is it?
No.
Yeah, it's been gone.
No. I loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Did you get to see it?
Yes, twice.
Nice.
In our full show, we play a couple songs from that musical, "Smiling" and "Reasons I Drink," and people really respond great to those. But yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I was busy. I just didn't get a chance to see it. Like I said, we had a little falling out after the Ryan Reynolds era. Let's just say that. I just keep with that. So
I think you told me before that you worked on some kind of animal benefit or something.
But with our Chihuahuas, animal rescue. That's correct. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's I think that's what kind of kicked it off for us, was just talking, because she had her dog there. When I first met her, she had her dog, and she had an assistant that had the dog, and we were sitting there talking. I was talking to Steve, and the girl and the dog ran over to me, jumped on my lap, and she gave me this look like, "Holy shit, who's this dude with my dog?" Right, like almost terrified. And I'm like, "You okay?" She goes, "No, that dog doesn't go to anybody." She goes, "How is that dog on your lap?" And I'm like, and I had a Chihuahua, believe it or not, at home that was in the hospital in Philadelphia at the time. That this was at the Mann Music Center, and so we had left the hospital with my Chihuahua, and I think my dog's smell might have been on me, but her dog just took to me, and that's kind of how that sparked our friendship. And then I was working on animal rescue, and then her name and everything she put to it to help us raise money, so it was really cool and saved a lot of little puppies. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Yep. Look, Ian's back.
I know, he's like hiding in the corner. I'm like,
oh hey.
So tell us about everybody in the band real quick too. How'd you guys meet? How'd you get together? Did you choose these people? Were they already there? What happened?
They picked me up at Home Depot.
yeah. So Billy and I went
up where?
Billy and I went to high school together.
Oh, okay.
And he was just, we grew up in Maple Shade.
Okay.
And he was the school drummer. He was the guy with the sticks in his back pocket, and he always rocked. And we always wanted to be in a band together, but he had a young child. I had kids, and the timing, when I started to get more active, and he wasn't, and then he was when I wasn't, and it just all came together. And
nice.
Yeah, he's great. Joey and I were in sort of like rehearsing for a cover band at one point, and that didn't really work out. And we had another drummer initially, and he's good friends with Joey. And Joey just when we were rehearsing for that other cover band, we played Uninvited, and he just was like, "I've always wanted to play that song." Like
that's one of my favorite songs too. It's such a good song. Such a good song.
It really, yeah. We tend to end the. Well, I shouldn't give that away, shall I?
Oh,
with that song.
Might be a thing it might happen if you see
stay
us.
till the end.
Well, let's hope you stay till the end.
I saw the order you sent over that set list, and the way that you guys have that set up. That's a really good flow to do it. So.
Nice.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. Nice. And then Ian and I we've done other musical stuff. Like we've done duo things, and he's been, him and I guess, geez, I don't even know how long we've known each other.
About the So I was there at the conception of this thing.
Yeah. But I feel like I met you.
So you've known each other since conception. Ian, that's a long time.
You see how and I look just like
And then Chuck, who's off screen. There's Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
He can, but I just my brim of my hat just blacks out Joey's face.
Chuck came in. We were working with a guy you may have heard of before, Chris Gordon. He was our guitar player for a bit there, and he recommended Chuck to us, and we were looking for somebody new. And Chuck's been with us. So what's really cool is, two of our guys live. How far are you from each other? They're both in Middletown, Delaware.
Couple miles. Yeah.
So they ride together, and we hang together. And because we've traveled a bit, we have a few different bass players that we work with. So a couple of them are from Delaware, and another guy was from Philly, and we're actually bringing in somebody who's played the Landis with us before, Mark Dubé. He plays with Ted Poley.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ted's played here. Yep.
He up with us. We played at the Stone Pony earlier in May, and
yeah, Ted's a great guy too. Ted's just such a nice guy, man. He's just one of those people. You got to love him, man. He loves his fans. He's probably one of my favorite fan-loving people, Ted Poley.
Oh, there's nobody like him. I've never seen somebody before a show go out, shake hands, after a show.
Before the show, he's sitting on some lady's lap. I'm like,
he was. He truly, he cares about every single person.
Yeah, if you come to his show and there's 200 people there, he will say hi to all 200
every
people.
Single person.
Before the show and after.
Yeah.
You're like, Ted, the show starts today. You kind of got to get on the stage.
The only other person I've ever met like him was Uncle Steve. How he goes around, he hands out his little cards. Too, he does some giveaways and things like that.
That's our Uncle Steve is the president of Michael Kelly Guitars, the Michael Kelly Guitar Company. Our other sponsor.
Yes.
Here. The people that pay the bills. The people that pay the bills. Yes. But look, and I'm excited, man. And then so you guys been around for a while. I can definitely understand, why a female would love Alanis Morissette and why you would fall for her music and be able to, and you have the voice to do it. But why the other guys? You guys what brought you into like the Alanis Morissette world? What was it that made you? Was it just Melissa saying, "Dude, I need you to play my music"?
She was good at it. I if you can really express yourself in music, I'll play with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
So you guys talked about the record earlier and the comparison you made, or the similarities. Actually, you said Michael Jackson had the Thriller, and then Alanis had her record. I think that record was in everyone's rotation from a male's perspective. When that came out, I have always played in like cover bands, male fronted cover bands, and I think males were paying attention definitely back then. She got everybody's attention, that record was like a coming up for me in my playing life and experience. It was like out in the coming of age of my, at the time where I was the age where everything was coming out at the same time and playing it while it was out fresh, when the bands were playing it as it was coming out. And Bare Naked Ladies and all those guys were out. And I think that record was in everyone's rotation. Even the male bands had it. Like we were all listening to that record back then. So I just thought the music, everyone knew the big hit, You Ought to Know. And if you were playing, you knew that Flea and you knew that Dave were on the record.
Yeah, but all those songs were played on. But back then, you got to remember, because I remember buying the album the first time. I bought it at Coconuts Records, which is no longer around either. Coconuts all over the place. And then I remember buying it because I heard the song and I wanted to hear it. And then I threw the CD in the car, and I'm like, holy shit, man, this is a really good record. And then we had a lot more rock stations playing music back then. Now we have like one, which is our partners at WMMR. And it's like you had a lot of people playing that record, and all of a sudden, every song you were like hearing. And then like the late night DJs that could play some of the B-sides were playing the B-sides, and they became, hits on the radio. And there's a couple, man. You figure there's definitely the Thriller album was one like it. I feel like Jagged Little Pill was one of those albums. Who else had like an album that was like? There's been a few out there. I'm trying to think, man. But those are the two that always come to mind for me. Is every song on the album was something you heard? U2, Joshua Tree, another one. There's not a song on Joshua Tree that didn't get played on the radio at some point. And everybody, you put the album on, you know every song.
It's the craziest intro to an album.
Oh,
you have basically like 4 fucking platinum songs back to back to back to back.
It's
such
again back then being in a male band, it was even though we weren't playing that, I wasn't in the band playing her music. It was in our rotation. We knew we were playing it. We were playing it in the house at the parties, hanging out, and so we all knew. Everyone knew that record. It's definitely her Thriller for sure.
Yeah,
without
a
a doubt.
It attracted everybody.
I still can't
33 million copies. You don't do that.
For 30 years. I can't believe it's been 30 friggin' years.
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
It's crazy.
When did Coconuts Records close, man?
Coconuts and Peaches.
Peaches.
Strawberry was another one.
I forgot. Yeah, that was another one.
What the hell is up with all the fruit names, man?
And Tower
Records.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Tower Records on South Street. Tower
Strawberries, coconuts,
Yeah, I remember I used to go to Tower Records to get my uncle was in music back when I was a kid, and we used to go to Tower Records. Everybody knew him in Philly. So and they would always give me all the big posters. They used to have posters that were the album cover, but like huge.
Yes.
And I never forget I got Kinks One from the Road, and I was so excited. It was I love that's one of my favorite Kinks albums, One from the Road. It's just such a great album. And I had this huge poster and it wouldn't fit my wall. So I had to like make it fit the wall. It was so big. But yeah, Tower Records was so you forget about all these great record stores, man.
That was the Christmas Day trip every year. They were open Christmas Day.
That's right. That's right.
Only place that was probably open back then.
Yeah. No, you're right. I forgot about that. They were like a Christmas place. And that's one of those places where Alanis Morissette, had done that. She'd come there and do signings. They always had, a lot of and they had some of the biggest names. Mick Jagger was there once doing a signing. David Bowie did a signing at Tower Records.
It was like a meeting place.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like hey, I'm going to go shop here.
They made a movie
cultural center
called Empire Records that kind of reminded me of Tower Records. But yeah, that's I like I said, I absolutely remember the day I walked in. I went to Coconuts Records just to buy that CD, and it's been 30 friggin' years ago. Holy shit! I don't remember what I ate for breakfast, but I remember buying that CD. And it was in. And look, I'll tell you, it was in. Remember, they had the tall boxes.
Yeah.
They had like this tall box it was in, and then they went to these tall pieces of plastic, so they would stop throwing away so much. Yep.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember picking it up, and it's like you're like looking at the whole box and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, this is it. I got to buy it.
It's probably because they were reusing vinyl shelves.
Yeah. Well, then they went to plastic because everyone was complaining about too much paper.
Yeah.
And then they
holy shit.
And now we don't even have CDs anymore. God, man, what the hell happened?
Same.
30 years.
I know many people that still.
When I aged myself here, when I remember my brother. When I was little, my brother had an 8-track player. We had a reel-to-reel in our basement. And when I was buying music, I was buying on records. And then cassettes came out, and it was the coolest thing because you could put it on your side. Mm-hmm. Then the CDs came out, I guess, while I was right around high school. Mm-hmm. And then, CDs were the thing. And then it's just, and now everybody's going back to LPs and vinyl
I'm here to tell you it's all coming back.
Yeah, dude, I don't think CDs and cassette tapes are coming back.
I will say, the thing about a CD is a CD doesn't need, phone service to play a song.
No cars come with CD players in it. What are you going to play today? Well, I get band. We get a lot of really great bands that play here, and they play in our upstairs club too, and they give us their CDs, and I'm like, when the fuck am I going to play this, man?
Computer doesn't have one. iPad can't play it.
Give me a card and let me scan where to hear your music because I have no place to put this CD.
You got to put it in your DVD player now.
Yeah, I don't even have a DVD player. I don't. I have
the closest thing is an Xbox. Man.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, it's the only thing I use.
If I play a movie, it does. I put it in the Xbox to play it, and that's rare. Everything is just download and watch now, man. Can you imagine if if Verizon really does fall apart and we lose everything? It might be the best thing that ever happened to us.
Yeah, I would say so.
If we all went back to linear tapes and stuff, that'd be fantastic, man. But look, I'm excited to see
editing
you guys,
would be a lot
man.
harder. I'll tell you that.
Exactly.
I was never without a little record player when I was a kid, and I had 45s, and I would, for fun, I'd play them. Put it in neutral, spin them. I wasn't a DJ, but I'd spin them and then throw them around the room. Put the next one in. Next,
I still have the CD. I still have my 45 holder. It was like a thing that you twist the top and you take the and you put it. I still have that. It's literally in my office. In my office here, I have. I do have a laser disc player, douchebag. It's in my office.
He literally does.
I literally have one in my office. But
Hey, Steven.
but yeah, Steve's the best, man. But yeah, we used to the 45s were great, man, because you always got that B side. You know, you could see what you hear this one song that everybody hated, but you're like, that's pretty good. But records were great, man. I mean, music has come a long way, and we were just telling the guys from Nimrod, you know, they have a band called Porch, and we were telling them, you know, you got to make some original music, because all the bands that are playing the Landis during July are all original bands with their own music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're kind of doing a little festival just to give these guys a chance to play live on a big stage and play their original music. Oh no, Steve's coming Friday. We're screwed. We are screwed.
Is he going to introduce us?
No.
Oh, is he really? Oh
No.
God.
He'll forget your name.
I was gonna say you have to spell it out in like phonetic English in order for that to work.
It's true though. It's absolutely true.
The man is blind. He is absolutely blind on that stage. So if you can write it, you know,
yes,
the giant Sharpie, whatever you want him to say, flashcards and
good luck.
Well, that's why he sings so well, because he, you know, one of the senses dull and the other one.
Yeah. He's got Steve
got a couple senses that
has
are dull.
a lot of dull senses. Yes. I'd say 4 out of 5 are dull. Like
I'm surprised he hasn't logged on yet to defend his honor. To be honest, he's the only one that has the perpetual
But look,
code.
man, it was so glad having you guys on. Is there anything you want to let people know about the show? That give them a reason to come out, man. It just let's give it to you.
Well, you're coming to see us at a great place. You got to come and see this theater. So you're going to love it.
We do have the best sound. I have to tell you, I paid for the stuff, but I don't know how to use any of it. But our sound engineer and the sound here, these guys, between Steve installing it all, it is some of the best sound around. And people say it. Everybody that leaves, they're like, dude, this is the greatest sound anywhere. And it really is. They these guys, you know, they kept saying, can you buy one of these? Can you buy one? I'm like, dude, what the fuck? But it worked.
Mm-hmm.
It worked, and we got great sound, man.
I wouldn't be able to do this every weekend if it wasn't. To be honest, I would lose my mind, and it would not have lasted 5 years like it has. So
because
far,
we're also musicians, so I will tell you, and I'm honest, and we tell a lot of musicians that we've had bands here that won't play again because we basically told them they sucked, and we don't know what we got. But it's true. But we literally get irritated. Like when you got a bass player and a guitar and a drummer that are out of sync, and you're like, dude, man, I can't. it's making my head hurt to listen to this. You know what I mean? It's like, but you do,
especially on certain groups. Like, where it's
certain bands, it's got to be there.
And if
it's not there, you're like, dude, come on, man.
There's
what are you doing to
iconic
me?
parts that if you're gonna play it, you know,
gotta
I
play
get doing a spin, I get putting your take on it, stuff like that. But if it's a riff, you know,
you got to know
of
the
a
riff,
song,
man.
it's got to be
Got to
note
know the
for
riffs.
note like
Yep.
that, you know. So we've had a couple come through that were like, that should have been there, and now we just did a bunch of lights, and now it looks weird because they didn't do it. So, but it happened a couple of times.
So
but,
I know from experience, there's nothing worse than a drummer that can't keep the.
Oh, dude, you don't even know. It's happened to us though. We have brought a band in that gave us a video, right? This is no lie. We had a band that sent a video. The video was phenomenal. It was live. We could hear his real singing. We're like, this band's really good. This is awesome. Then they show up here with another fucking singer that can't hit a note. I'm like, dude, I did not sign this. Dude, I was about to not pay them. I'm like, dude, I didn't. The band that you sold me on was not this band.
Right,
You know?
right.
And this guy was horrible. I know Steve said Melissa's excellent. I know she is. I've heard from other people that have told me how good you are, Melissa.
Check them out, Steve.
Steve
So
is just taken away.
promoting for you here.
Yeah.
What's that, Melissa?
I sing backing vocals and remedies, so I've performed on your stage before as a backing vocalist.
I think that's when we first met.
Yes, I can attest to the amazing sound, and your light show is incredible.
We redid it all since then. So.
Remember, it's like that show cannot be beat. It's
And you know
really
what? Remedy was a good band. They did a good job. That was a good band. Yeah. Are you still singing with them at all or no?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great band, man.
Yeah, we have a couple spinoffs now. We have a Lady Zeppelin, we call it, and an Aerosmith tribute that we're working on. Yeah.
Really? Well, you got to let us know. We'll give you a shot.
Yeah, I absolutely love that band.
Yeah,
it was something that
we had Led Zeppelin here. Remember the lady Led Zeppelin that tours Led Zeppelin, and I think only one of them is actually a lesbian. So the rest of them are all married.
We played with them at Ardmore Music Hall.
Did you? Yeah, they're great. Nice. They are great girls, man. We had a lot of fun with them, and they're so sweet. All of them are so cool. Yeah.
The drummer's a dude now.
Well, that
night,
really.
I think they had a fill in
that night. That night they played was a dude.
When they played, not when they played here, it was all girls. Yeah.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Now I can't. As a matter of fact, I think the lead singer is the only one that's actually a lesbian. The rest of them are all married.
She was like a Greek, like superstar,
and she could sing. That girl can wail.
She was in like the Greek version of
Robert Plant.
What the hell was what was like a big like girl band, like the Spice Girls. She was like a Greek Spice Girl, basically.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. I forget what the name of the band is. It was whatever the hell the name was, but they were basically like the Spice Girls of Greece.
Yeah, it was called the not Spice Girls, the the Milk Maidens.
That's right.
But no, Led Zeppelin's great. But no, honestly, Melissa, if you got something else going, we'd love to have Remedy back one of these days.
Yeah.
Get them playing with another band on stage.
I'll share this with you. Now you're on film saying that.
Yeah. Hey, Steve Desco, did you hear that?
Yeah,
Steve Desco. We know you're out there.
Yeah, Steve. No,
Steve's hitting up the band leader right now, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Did you guys, when you were here, didn't you play an acoustic set or something too?
They did. Yeah, the guys did.
Yeah, and it was really good. Yeah, you definitely got to bring you back, and we would love to have another Aerosmith. We had one Aerosmith band, didn't we? And they weren't that great. They were okay, but they weren't like a bring back. You know what I mean? You know how it is.
It's the same lead singer, Nick Tanteros, who sings for the Black Crow, the Remedy. He's got
a great voice. So yeah, hell yeah.
He's so great to work with.
Talk to Desco. Let's get you guys in with that band too. And see if you can bring Ian back again, because we love Ian.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing him. I haven't seen him in years, man. And I recognized him immediately. And Steve will tell you, man, one of the things the military gave me was a little bit of a brain problem with remembering stuff. And I don't remember a lot of people, but Ian, you're one of those people, man. Yeah, no, you know why? You make a good impression. You're just a good human being. You make a good impression on people, and you're very talented, man. You're very talented.
As soon as I saw you, I knew who you were.
Yes.
I have yet to see and recognize somebody so fast.
Yeah,
so you know, I mean, that is true. We've had people that we talked to for like 30 minutes, and all of a sudden they're like, "Wait a minute,
have I seen that dude before?"
Like, oh shit!
But look, guys, thank you for coming on. We look forward to the show. Let's real quick before we let you go. Let's put the card up and tell everybody it is Jagged Little Thrill, the Alanis Experience. They are opening for Nimrod, a tribute to Green Day. It is Friday the 13th. Tickets are $25.35. You're all in on that price. No taxes, no fees. Show starts at 8. Doors open at 7. Tickets at thelandis.com, or you can get them at the door, of course. It is Friday the 13th. Guys, what are you going to do for Friday the 13th? You got to do something special.
We're going to play at your place.
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta do something.
Actually, we're giving away 2 free tickets to the show, so everybody should go to our Facebook page.
Maybe for like it's like right at the end of your set, you got to do the killer, mommy. You got to do the Friday 13th. Yeah. You got to leave with that.
We had that guy on the podcast.
Let me tell you, Atlantis would do that. Yeah, we actually had that guy.
First podcast.
One of our first podcasts. Yeah, we had the guy who wrote all the music for all the Friday 13th.
It's the funniest thing. He had the tangled up earbuds.
Oh, he was a mess.
Get out. It just looked like spaghetti.
He was an old guy like with a spaghetti head of earbuds. It was hilarious.
But he did talk for like an hour and a half about just coming up with
one song.
It's Kiki Mama.
Yeah.
Kill Mama.
Maybe we'll throw something into Uninvited, because that was based on that City of Angels movie where Meg Ryan was being haunted. That's
true. There you go.
Look at it.
That was the motivation for that. So
Friday the 13th. You can stab Ian.
Steve Desco loves this.
Calm down.
Struck down immediately. I think I did that.
Well, look, guys, thank you for coming on to the one and only Absolute Vodka Live at the Landis podcast. Thank you guys for coming on. We appreciate it. And we will see you on Friday the 13th.
And if we can we give a quick shout out to Will?
Go for it.
Quick shout out to Will and the rest of the guys in Nimrod.
No, Will's at the Phillies game, man.
We love
those
that.
guys. And Keith, we're praying for you with your surgery,
Keith,
buddy.
good luck with your
And,
surgery.
but those guys are great. We play with them all the time.
Yeah,
And
they're our besties.
They're incredible.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a great pairing. Two great
bless
bands.
Keith's heart, man. Really, honestly, we wish the best for him. He's a great dude, great guy. He was in our studio last time he played. The Nimrod's one of those bands. We'll bring him back 100 times. They're a great band. Absolutely great band.
Great band, great guys, great.
Somebody named Jake said, "Don't lose your keys."
You know who that Jake is?
Who is it? I can't see.
Jake Morgan.
Oh, it's Jake
Street
Morgan.
Survivors.
Yeah,
He'll be
Street
here
Survivors.
next week.
Oh, I love Street Survivors, man. They're another great band.
So I play in a duo with Pete DeCanto, their guitar player.
Oh, okay.
Nice. And Randy has played with them, and Jake. I hope you're feeling good, Jake. And thanks for messaging. He's bringing that up because I lost my keys when we played at Mickey's Black Box last time, and I had to have somebody come out and make a new one for me, and it was this whole good times.
Ooh, that's a hell of a place to have to do that out there, and kind of. Yeah, I know they've made it a compound, but that's. I don't know that they have a locksmith in that compound.
Yeah, Street Survivors.
Just about everything else. Yeah, they're next week.
Oh man, I love them. They're so
it's
good.
them
man.
in the Totally 80s tour. Will be
They're
next
amazing.
week. They're fantastic. They are fantastic.
All right. Well, thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Take care, guys. We'll see you on Friday, the 13th.
Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to say too, man, before we wrap our things up tonight too, that we did lose Glenn Montemurro, I believe is how you pronounce it. He was with Night's Rain. They played here during one of the benefits that we had, and he was such a nice guy, and a lot of people knew him.
Yep.
And our hearts and our prayer and our thoughts go out to his family and all those that knew him and loved him. And it's sad because I lost a friend last week as well to suicide. And it's tough, man. It's really tough. He was he was in the military with me, and we went through hell together. And to know he survived all that, and then he couldn't survive life after, is pretty sad. And it still got me down. I'm still very not feeling. And then then Glenn passes away, and and it's like you see, and then somebody else passed away too. I forget, another musician today. Passed away today. So,
Sly.
Yeah, Sly from Sly and the Family Stone passed away today. Yeah. Thank you, Jake. Yeah, man. To Glenn and all those people that knew him and loved him. Yeah, he was an amazing guy. God bless him and God bless his family. We wish you all the best. Anyway, past that, I hate it, man, because I start thinking about my buddy, and it's such a fucked up world, man. Look, man, if you're thinking about taking your life, man, and you're that down, there's got to be somebody you can talk to. You just dude, there's so many people that you got to realize you're not just taking your life, you're taking your life away from other people that care about you and love you. And Moose and I went literally through hell together. I mean, literally through hell. How we survived some of the things that we did as Army Rangers, I will never know. You watch movies and stuff, and you're like, yeah, these fucking idiots. You know what I mean? They don't. They have no idea what it's really like. But that he actually literally saved my life one time by pushing me down a hill. I would have been hit by a grenade had I not went down that hill. So when I say he saved my life, he actually saved my life. He got a medal for that too.
Wow,
yeah,
really?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. For me and a couple other guys that day. He was but he just couldn't take it when he got home. His life was just never the same.
Yeah.
And he leaves his former wife and his two kids. He was a mess. Some of us get by it, but some of us just can't. It's, I always say he was haunted by ghosts, man, but he I wish he was here, and same with Glenn, you lose some of those people that are, part of your community, part of your life. And it's sad, we lost, let's say Rick a couple weeks ago too.
Yeah.
Derringer.
Yeah.
We spoke to him. We had him on the show here.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke to him on Saturday on the phone. We had him on FaceTime. We're kidding around, joking, trying to get him up from Florida. And that was on Saturday. And then I get a text Sunday saying he's in the hospital. I'm like, oh shit, was everything okay? And he's like, they're like, no. And then a text about an hour later saying he passed away. I'm like, holy shit, man,
Yeah, it was
It's
so
like,
quick.
Yeah,
It's so
it's
quick
just
and obviously unexpected because we just talked to him a couple days before that.
yeah, and it's tough. Like I said, losing Moose was tough to me because we spoke a lot on like Facebook Messenger and stuff because that was kind of his thing. But just I don't know, man. It's just when some of the things people went through and to see them be able to just take their life, I don't understand it. So
yeah,
but there is help out there for you. Remember that. There is that suicide hotline. I believe it's 988. I think you dial.
Yes.
Yeah, you dial 988. There's always, and if you're a veteran, there's tons of stuff for vets out there. Trust me, a lot of us, go through counseling and stuff from what we saw and what we did and what we were a part of. So just look, man, there's always help out there and there's always people that love you. So, let's leave it at that. But this weekend, we got a couple great shows. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Nimrod's back. Again, Alanis Morissette tribute with Jagged Little Thrill is here for their first time. I'm excited about this because she sang with Remedy and they were really good.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
excited.
completely forgot about that.
Yep. And those tickets
that show was a while ago, actually.
Yeah, it's
Really?
been a long. I don't know why we haven't brought them back. They were good.
I'd like to get them back.
Yeah, they were a really good band. Steve Desco. But yeah, tickets $25, $35. Remember that they're all in. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. You can get those tickets at thelandis.com. That little QR code, or of course, you can get them at the door from Mandy.
And remember that when we say that they are all in, we mean that they are all in, and that we were the first damn people to do that.
Yes.
So, because now it is a law, and everyone has to do it.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So when you start seeing now Ticketmaster pop, we don't have any fees anymore. Well, just know,
Yeah, but their prices are still like $250.
astronomical. They're still baked in
yeah.
there, but just know that we figured it out before it became a thing that everyone had to figure out.
We
And,
cared first.
Yeah, well, we did.
And thank you to Wanderback for this new Summer Breeze.
Just as you see all these companies start to do it, and just remember who started the damn trend.
And we actually did.
Yeah, we should have gone and talked to Congress.
We've been doing that for a long time, man.
So that guy from that band.
But again, thank you everyone who tunes in tonight and who tunes in throughout the week. We get a lot of people that like to watch the show later, and then by like Saturday or Sunday, between all of our platforms, we total it up. We get a lot of people that watch, and again, to all you people that watch, all you people that tune in, remember, man, your life is valuable not only to you but to a lot of other people. And to Keith, one more time, we hope your surgery is good, brother. We care about you, man. We want to make sure you get back. All right. Well, good night, everyone. I'm going to go watch the rest of the Phillies game. Have a pleasant tomorrow.